TrueType fonts are very handy. I utilize them quite often. Anytime that I'm wanting to digitize my own custom lettering, or use a font that's not in that might not be in the Floriani software but are a part of your standard fonts in your system. What you do is you go to File and you go to Import TT Text. That means Import TrueType Text. What you'll see is this little pop-up box here. First thing you're going to do is you're going to type in what you want the text to be, whatever the word is. And I'm just going to write in text. And then you have the ability to select your font. So you can scroll through and you can see the different fonts available if you already know which one you want. You know, I'm going to select this Arial Black. I'm going to do it in bold. And I'm going to go ahead and change this size to 300. It really doesn't matter what size you import it at, because I just hit OK, and I'm going to hit OK again. And you can see that it put in the word text. You can see I'm at about 187%. So let's go down to 1:1 so you can see kind of like the size of the text. I can go ahead and measure this text or see how large it is. It's 4.54 inches wide by an inch tall. So let's say I wanted that to be 3. All I would need to do is come into here and hit 3 and hit apply. So you can see that it just imported it. One thing that's nice with this TrueType fonts is that when it brings it in, this, if I go to my sequence view, is artwork. So this is vector artwork. So what you do is you have the ability to go in there and play around with it, to mess around with the lettering. You could actually come in and modify the text if you want by using the shape tool. So you can come in and kind of customize and make it kind of your own. One of the other features that's available in this software that is not available in like, let's say, the suite, is you have the ability to utilize what's called the slice tool. And this is a really cool tool. I use it all the time when I'm working with TrueType text. Reason being is, if I try to just auto convert this, like I just take this, and you have the ability to do this just to convert this to, let's say, a satin. This one actually did it quite well. It actually put the split right there. Sometimes it won't be exactly how you want it to work. So let's go to this one, convert to, let's go to satin, let's see what this one does. This one actually did it quite well as well. So the software does a pretty good job converting it, but sometimes you'll notice that it doesn't quite put the splits where you need them to go, especially like this X. You might have to play around with this X a little bit. Let's go to satin, and it actually did it quite well too. This is good, but sometimes it doesn't. So what you can do is, if you know exactly how you want this to work, you can come in and you can click on this slice tool, and I can come in here and create this split right here. I'm going to just have that selected. I'm going to break this apart. So what you'll see is now I have two different objects. And the advantage of having these two different objects is that you're going to have the ability now to come in here and convert this to a satin, and convert this guy to a satin. And the reason that's so nice is you're able to actually control how you want your splits to take place. And so this is a very nice way of working with TrueType fonts. Even in the case of this one, well, I know that I definitely want this to be in a different direction than the rest of it. So I could come in here and just create this little split here. And I'm going to make sure that I break it up, because as you see, if I select it right now, it's selecting everything. But if I break it apart, now I will have two different objects. So now I can come in and convert it one at a time. This is the way that I like to work with true type lettering. I like to kind of be in control of it, and I like to create splits where I want them created. So I come in here and I create them myself. So play around with the true type lettering. It's in here. The other nice thing about the true type lettering is, let's say that this was, really large. I can right click on it. You can convert it into anything you want. You can convert it into a complex fill. You can convert it into applique. I've done it as tackle tool quite often. You can see you just converted true type lettering into tackle tool. It's really nice. It's really good working with the true type lettering, especially because it brings it in as vector artwork. Gives you the ability to go in there and convert them into stitches. The slice tool, this is where I utilize the slice tool. I create my own splits in my artwork so that I have the ability to control the direction of the stitches for every area. So go ahead and play around with the true type fonts. Again, it's File, Import TT Text or True Type Text, and then you can start playing with the true type lettering and create your own designs and lettering based off of those true type fonts loaded already in your computer.